Ladies and gentlemen, before you is Mercy Jepchumba from Boni Girls High School. I'm here to give my perspective of how the earth will be in 2050. The earth in its 21st century is gradually changing in many ways. There are a lot of developments which have brought both positive and negative effects. Solutions have to be found in order to do away with the negative effects to ensure that the earth's balance is kept at its equilibrium. On the other side, positive effects have brought many advancements which makes our earth a better place to live. The educational systems will have changed in the year 2050. There will be less of paperwork and more of online education. This will save time and also the space due to bulkiness of books. Less of paperwork will help in conserving of trees and the environment in general. This is because no trees will have to be cut to make papers. The earth will be great. I'm looking forward to see such a system. We can only reach there if the current educational system ensures career specialization at lower levels of learning. In transport and in communication, the transport and communication system will be greatly changed. The earth is currently like a global village. How will it be in 31 years to come? Communication between different continents will be much advanced than the way it is right now. Congestion in the urban centers will be a thing of the past. There will be transport mobility where hiking and skating will not only be used for leisure but also for transport. Construction of underground subways and use of cable cars will also help to curb the rampant traffic jams in our urban centers. Most of the people in 2050 will be self-employed, especially in the private sector. This will lead to high standards of living due to self-sustenance. The issue of unemployment will have been solved. However, there will be lack of laborers to do casual work. This can be solved by machines made due to technology. The currency in almost all the countries will be similar. This currency will not be in terms of money or coins, but people will have to get paid online and also buy goods online. How wonderful will it be? The issue of security will have been solved. It is hopeful that organizations have come together to save our natural environment from destruction. The Blue Economy, for instance, is one among the organizations. If these organizations continue their campaigns against destruction of natural environment, by 2050 the environment will be good and conducive for us to live. The health hazards will be greatly reduced and the life expectancy will rise. However, there are other climatic changes that affect our Earth. Temperatures have gradually increased and the Earth is getting warmer decade per decade. This has been attributed to greenhouse gases, particularly carbon dioxide. Increase in temperature and low rainfall has led to expansion of deserts. Increase in global temperature has also led to the collapse of massive ice shelf in the Arctic Peninsula. Polar bears depend on sea ice for hunting, breeding and transportation. Reduction of sea ice cover exposes the bears to the risk of starvation, reduced birth rate and drowning. Their population is greatly decreasing and this may lead to their extinction. In wildlife, there are so many species of wild animals which are threatened. There are those which are already extinct and there are others which are critically endangered like the hirola and black rhino, which are likely to become extinct before 2050. Others are endangered like Gravis zebra and African wild dog, which faces very high risk of extinction in the immediate future. There should be campaigns against poaching. Game sanctuaries should also be established to conserve the endangered species to ensure their survival in the future. Will 2050 give my generation the aura of these animals? Also, the global warming changes the amounts and patterns of precipitation, which leads to increase in frequency, duration and intensity of extreme weather events such as floods, drought, heat waves and tropical storms. The population in the year 2050 will be lower than the population it is right now. This is due to the current world of family plan, where childbearing is planned well. This will lead to rise of standards of living. This is because resources will be adequate for everyone. In the issue of security, there is an innovation by John Dogman, the Iridian Technologies, where one security is kept at the iris of an eye. This is where no one else will have to know your security verification unless you're the one. What about in 2050? Will your security verification be kept at the brain? That will be so great. Medical innovation have also been made. How will it be in 2050? Where one give rise to younger organism of the same kind, whereby genes are majorly inherited from a parent organism and are encoded in the DNA of an organism. This is cloning, an aspect of genetic engineering. Can you really imagine our future parents approaching scientists for a custom-made baby? That is so interesting. There will be so much urbanization which will lead to rural-urban migration. This means that the rural places will only be left with very few people. These people who come to the urban areas meet from different places, and they also practice different cultures. My question is, whose culture are we going to practice? And this is exactly how our culture is being drained off. So let us join hands in conserving our environment and preparing a conducive environment for the future generations. Thank you.